amazing gunmetal crystal edge technology screens. We've been doing some demonstrations on our visual and 3D mapping screen paint. This comes at a gallon. We have it on our website with free shipping. And this allows you to turn things into just about whatever you want to turn them into. We showed you how you can save money instead of spending $10,000 or $20,000 for an infinity ceiling. And this is a technology, fully lit environment, lights on. We're using a $60 projector. We don't use a lot of money for projectors. That one in the demonstration is $140. Now you can get them at $100. That's what we're paying for the install at the Legacy Smoke Lounge. And this is a couple other projectors we'll be paying for over there, or they'll be picking up over there. That's going to cost them under $200. This is my ultra short though NEC projector. Stand, on the other hand, is a little difficult to get, but you can find them. They're around $100. All right, so we're going to do a demonstration, a few demonstrations here to show you how amazing this technology looks. We used those gym mats that you use. These are fantastic because it makes my screen completely portable. I can just pull the whole thing apart, put it all back together again anytime I want to use it. This is going to be fantastic. You want to use this in your office or lounges or even in your home or wherever you want to put it at the end of the day. This is fantastic to use. And again, you can walk on it and stuff like that. You're not going to worry about damaging or messing up the screen. That's not going to happen. I sleep on this. You know that? This is actually, I sleep on this. So for those who don't know, I like to sleep on the floor. And I actually sleep on this bad boy. So yeah, it's fantastic. I freaking love it. All right, so let's begin to show you what we got. We're in a fully lit environment. You can see plenty of light in here. Now let's show you what we got. And you see using an ultra short throw projector, we're not sitting on top of the screen. I'm actually a distance from my screen, especially with ultra short throw. All right, so let's show you what we got here. Now, of course, all our technology is ambient light projection, and all our technology is ultra short throw compatible. So you never have to worry about having any form of complications on basically trying to figure out what's going to work and what's not going to work. You're not going to be stuck in ambient light controlled environments, which is extremely important if you're going to be using this for business, because a business setting and a home theater setting are definitely different. Home theater, people most likely know they have to be in the dark with other technology. You have to worry about that. People that are using, we got two sets of music and classical music playing here at the same time. So people that are using this for business is not going to treat their business like a home theater setup. So it has to work in a fully lit environment. So we'll show off some outer space. And again, this is where a gray or white screen will not work due to the fact that they can't see contrast. You have to be able to pick up 100% contrast to do this. Projector mapping applications we have over there, you cannot use that on a gray screen. It won't see it. It can't pick it up. So if you have this like you're in a dentistry, or basically if you have this in a hotel or anywhere in your lobby, you can use this with all your lights on, fully lit environment, pick up 100% black. You don't have to worry about that at the end of the day. And that's why people have to understand, when you're making these products, you got to understand, a business is not a home theater. It's not. A lobby of a hotel, a classroom, and place, a hospital, places where they may use this technology, those are not home theater settings. You can't use an ambient light control setting in there because it's not designed for that. So it has to be to function in a fully lit environment. This is why you have to be careful when you do specification sheets. If you're doing constant demonstrations in the dark and you're making claims this stuff can be used in a business environment, this will not go well. You're going to be expected to pull a 100% black level in that environment. This is why I say that gray screens is an obsolete product. We see them in white screens in these settings. I see them all the time, and they look absolutely horrible. All right, let's go switch over to something else. I want to go to, we can do a star field. Is useless. It won't work. This is why when people say business and home, it's two different environments. Home theater, you can get away with saying, hey, it's got to be in an ambient light controlled environment. You can get away with that. right? Most people will accept that because it's home theater, but you don't have to be, honestly, you don't have to be. Business setting is different. You got this probably in a office or maybe in a hotel lobby, casino area, whatever. It's going to be a well-lit area. Excuse me. So they're not going to use ambient light control. They're not going to adjust any of the lights. None of that's going to happen all period. We're going to do, they're probably going to go out and spend money for a very expensive high-power projector to try to fix the issue. But they're not going to do that. Churches, stuff like that, schools, auditoriums, they're not doing that. Auditoriums automatically turn the lights out. They have no choice. But yeah, in most business environments, you're going to be in a fully lit environment. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
My projector is 3600 lumens, so you know, plenty of power. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Green screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Heard you. Doesn't work at all, period. Purple screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Yep, commercial. Let's get this one. There you go. This is what I tell you. It's not something you want to use. Let's get back to the demonstration. Sorry about that. Let's see. 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
So now what you saw, you see that you have to be to pick up color and you have to be to read contrast. Let's go with a pretty tiger right here. They're tigers.
Cover more ground in the Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid. Kia, movement that inspires.
I'm not doing that. Give me that. Oh, usually we can skip and go around it. Nope, I'm probably hinting that out too. Forced to do the commercials. Oh, come on. You're not going to give me another commercial. I thought so. There we go. Now, my projector is an old projector. It has been around for quite some time, and that's the reason why they're so cheap. Interesting part, if you were to buy it brand new, it'll cost you $2,000. But if you get it used, you can actually get it for under $200. That one over there, I paid $60 for. And we've been using them ever since. I love that projector. That projector has something called a tabletop mode, which means it allows me to let the image see how it sits perfectly flat. You can't do this with an everyday ultra short though, because it actually wedges. It actually lifts up a little bit and it leaves a wedge in the screen. Can't do that. That stand that you buy, it has two settings for it. There's a part that actually allows the projector to be turned upside down and thrown under a glass table so the image can push upward, or you can set it flat to the table and put the image down. That's what's so interesting about those projectors. Other projectors don't have that option. They can't do it. Now look how beautiful that looks on our floor technology. Well, floor and ceiling. They'll be changing the label today to projector mapping and visual effects, because I don't want people thinking that they have to have mapping equipment to use it. You don't. This is a fire stick, $60 projector, some floor mats coated with our technology. $720p, people. Look at that. Look at the detail in that. $720p. Let's get something else on here. Let's see. Ooh, through the pinball. Now, if you're doing this in your lobby for your business, I say, let's see, 4 of these. That's actually 6 of these would be perfect. Let's make a nice little square. 4.3, that's pretty much all you need. Just doing a little visual display. That's basically about it. But I guarantee your customers, when they come in and see this on your floor, you don't have to have a big display. Just have it in the lobby somewhere. I guarantee they won't stop talking about your business. Guarantee you. And you and the other person, as a business person, you're not going to spend an arm and a leg. You're going to save thousands of dollars. No expensive projectors required. No dark environments. Very easy to do. Let's see, where in the world did the fire stick go to? That's my problem. Right there, setting down fire sticks. Over here we go. Let's go with some, let me see. We got to do this one. Now we'll show you a demonstration later in the night when it gets nice and dark in here, because we get this from time to time from club owners who have clubs. They want their floor to light up. They want to do something pretty cool. What's the difference between a gray screen, a white screen, and this black technology and a fully dark environment? Well, it does the same thing the wall does. It's going to do the same thing here. It's not going to pick up. This is why we tell you at the end of the day that a gray screen and white screen is the worst screen that you can get for home theater. It's the worst thing you can have. You have to spend money for an expensive projector to fix your problems. This screen is beyond 2 million to 1 contrast. They're black. They don't require that. The projector has a 4,000 to 1 contrast. That's it. Do I have to go out and spend more money to get better contrast levels? No. Do I have to be stuck in a dark environment? No. Do I have to calibrate to get my colors to come up correctly? No. There you go. Yeah, let's get it all the way there. That's an angle gain on our floor. Let me see. There we go. And mind you, my lights over top, they're not your LEDs. They're not the screw-in. These are actually LEDs. That's why they're so bright. My ultra short throw, it's not even sitting an inch. It's way farther than an inch. It's probably about a good maybe, the table's about 2 feet right there, about 2 feet off from the screen. Let's grab something else. Let's see what else we got here. We got some beautiful fish. We can do a vortex. Oh, man. I'm going through this horrible.
No matter where you're headed, with the right view.
Little visual effects in here for you. Ooh, you can just jump down there, isn't it? Pretty cool, eh? Like an infinity floor. That's pretty cool, ain't it? So this is a fantastic way you can do your floor. If you don't want to paint your floor, which you don't have to, you can just use these mats right here. That's all you have to do. When you're done, just take it up, stack it in the corner somewhere, and that's it. Projectors, you can find them on eBay, under $200. The stand is a little difficult to find, but I can show you how to build your own stands. It's not hard to do. All right, let's go pop out of here. It's also fantastic for your kids' room. And no, it's not going to harm. My cat literally lays underneath this thing all the time. He has this obsession with the projector and turned into a projector himself. Ooh, look how cool that looks. Can you imagine if you have a barbecue bistro or restaurant, whatever, and you could turn your floors into flames? You know how cool that would be? Oh, let's get burning fireplace.
Getting that from YouTube.
I like this one right here. Now, I had a few people talk about using these for projection screens. I really wouldn't do that if I were you, because see these lines you have in between? This would drive you nuts. It would drive me nuts at the end of the day. This is only good for like if you're doing visual effects. Watching movies off and all that stuff? No, really. Just basic for visual effects. 4K, koi fish, 3D, screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
We had a beautiful one that was in color. I like that one too, but I can't find it anymore. Where's the big fishies? There they go. Now you can put this on a continuous loop, which is nice. Have this in your restaurant, yeah, your customers will be staring at the floor. In that little area you got to go in, you got to wait before you actually come out. It's like a waiting room within a waiting room. They wouldn't mind waiting in there. I wouldn't mind waiting there. If I'm staring at this all day long, I'd whip out my phone like, hey, guess where I'm at right now? And they got this live koi fish on the floor. I'm standing on it right now. Tell me how cool this is. There you go. You got advertising all ready for your business that fast, that quick. Just from your lobby alone. Making money off your lobby. Instead of people being in a lobby recording how frustrated they are because they're waiting for a table and they'd rather go someplace else, they're in there recording your floor saying, look how cool this is. You've got to come down and see this. Because everybody knows what goes on in the lobby. It's a bunch of complaining. You're upset, you're angry, you want to go eat, you're hungry. And every time you see somebody being served or somebody bypassing, you're saying, where the freak, what the heck? We've been here for so and so. Yeah, we all going through it. But imagine you're in the lobby and you're staring at this. And now you're on your phone and social media and you're sharing it to everybody. Like, look at this. This is crazy. They got this in the lobby. You got to come down here right now. This is the address. You got to get in the mind of the customer, how they think, and business people, how they think. And for many of us who've been in lobbies waiting for food, you know, especially at Longhorn. Gee whiz, Longhorn got a long way to line to get in there sometimes to eat. And yeah, I got frustrated a couple times. I was like, look, I'm about to go. I'll go any place right now to just get something to eat. But they had this on the floor in there. I've been sitting there like, what the freak? Yo, this is crazy. Oh, give me the phone for a minute. I got to record this. I got to send this to somebody. They got to see this. There you go. You got advertisement already being made. Making money in your lobby. And that's all they're going to talk about. They're going to talk about that floor when they leave out of there. They're going to share that floor when they leave out of there. And that's going to bring business to your front door. If you have a business, you want to leave an impression. That's what you want to leave. A long-lasting impression. Not a bad one, but a good one. Ooh, we're in outer space. Let's see. We're doing a couple of crazy things on here. Let's see. Did the visual already. I wonder something crazy outside the box. Oh, 3D Bitcoin?
Getting that from YouTube.
I've seen one of these things on here somewhere. 3D screensaver Bitcoin. Well, it just didn't do it correctly at all, period. Oh, 3D roller coaster. What would that look like on a floor display?
Bottom line is, moms love that Line of Frost premium sliced meats have no byproducts. I thought this was a no byproducts call.
Land of Frost Premium, a slice above.
When you have auto blast in,
Okay, let's see if we can get around this. Oh, we can control.
In this video, you will experience.
I've done this one before.
The second coaster is inspired by Batman, and another one by Jurassic World. And now, fasten your seatbelt. Enjoy 5.
You know what that sound is? Usually they have before the roller coaster starts, and it waits for a little bit. If you, those of you know what that is, if you're roller coaster junkies, you know what that horn stands for. That's a warning horn telling you to get the freak off the roller coaster if you can't handle it. So you got to do the walk of shame. If you know what the walk of shame is, these are for people who basically talk all this trash while you're in line, how you're going to conquer this freaking structured nightmare, and then they show the warning horn goes off, gives you a minute to, you know, if you have any second thoughts, get the freak out of the coaster and do the walk of shame. Man, they're going to call you every name in the book while you're walking past. I love warning horns. This means the roller coaster is going to be really, really good.
Different coaster experiences.
Now for me, if I'm not on the front cart, I don't get on. Because that's the best experience. We get to crank up and it go boom. And you got to throw your hands in the air and all that stuff. It's not really that bad when you think about it. It only lasts us for like a couple of minutes. Not that. People get terrified on these things. And I like the ones that basically where your feet are hanging. Those are my favorites.
Watch it on your virtual reality headset. Virtual reality is a medium with the ability to be transported to other places.
Look at the crank up. Oh my God, I love it.
To feel like you're really there.
Never sit next to a woman with nails. You will find out the hard way. Look at this. Look at the crank. Look at the crank. Yeah. You can't. Oh, now this is not a heavy drop. This is not going to be a big drop. Because usually when you crank up, you can no longer see the bottom of the track anymore. And you just see the view. That's basically about it. That's how you know you're on a really good one. Hold on. See? The drop's going to be right there. That won't do nothing for me. I'll be bored. I'll fall asleep on that. That ain't going to work for me. The good roller coaster, when you're cranking up, you don't no longer see the track anymore. You can't even see the track below you. All you see is the scenery of the park. That's it. That's how you know you're on a big boy. When that sucker drops, you'll know. That's the good roller coasters, the good crank ups. But that one right there, no, that's the baby roller coaster. All right, we got right here. Let's do Apple screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
I like these, but on glass, but because they have that see-through effect on glass. We do this right here. Apple stores, guess what? You can turn your floor into this technology. And I know we get people all the time to go, but gray screens can do the same thing too. No, they can't. Stop saying that. My goodness. There you go. Can't pick up the background. It won't register. Can't see black, you can't see color. That's how it works. That's why OLED TVs are not gray. They're black. Can't read color. Black is required to read color. Some people think it's white. It's not white. It's black. Black is required to read color. That's what OLED figured out. Let's read it frozen. I love this. I love the displays on the floors. All right. Oh, let's do this visual art thing. We've got to do the visual art. We did this one up the ceiling. This is another cool display you can have at your business. Constant motion changing floor. See, I'm not saying at the end of the day, well, I am saying this, that gray screens, you have to switch over to black technology. You don't have an option. You don't. Your product is obsolete. I'm not saying this from a person who basically has never developed a great screen paint. That's where I came from. I came from gray screen paints. I realized that 12 years back when I saw that black diamond in my hand. I said, oh, shoot, this is what the future's going to look like? Oh, we got to change direction. This is not going to work. No way in the world we would have survived it. Now look. Yep. They absorb 10 times more light. Beautiful color, 100% contrast. Contrast is everything. Now, what about other black screens? I can't vouch for them. They're not tested. There's no test demonstrations on the products, so I can't vouch for them. If they get a return, they can't do a live YouTube stream because their product will fail on camera. They don't even know what the outcome's going to be because they never tested the product, so they can never do what we do. I can have a customer return a product to us, paint it up, hit it with a 1000 projector, and it'll function because we test their stuff. They can't do that because they don't even know the outcome. Keep in mind, sorry to bring this up in the video demonstration. Well, you don't want to, and I'm not going to mention the person's name, but he sent out a product to somebody to do a review, and it didn't come up the same color. So how are you going to have a customer send that back and then do a live stream? What if you fail and do the same thing the other person did? That's not going to go well. That's why tests are extremely important. I'm going to do this demonstration over at the Legacy Smoke Lounge. We got to be down there pretty soon to finish up the rest of the work down there. I'm going to do this demonstration. Bring my projector with me, pack up my floor, and do a demonstration down there. Oh, just got an amazing idea. Thank you, Jesus. We're going to put a white, we're going to do the same thing like this. See how this is right here? Except for I'm going to take a white, whatever this is, lots of words here. I'm kind of excited here. I'm going to do a white screen underneath this, exactly the same as this, these mats right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up each one to show the difference between our product and a white surface. That would be a sick demonstration to do. Tell me what would be sick. All right, and the visual effects. Ooh, that's a good one too. Let's see what we got going on here. Relaxing screensavers. Is this a liquid? What's happening? We're going with the liquid. That's pretty cool.
Regular vet visits help make sure cats like Coco are getting the daily care they need.
Oh, that's cool. Cat's white, and they named it Coco. That's awesome. I like that.
Schedule your vet visit today.
Look how beautiful that looks. And again, not expensive. Not a lot of money you got to spend out. Oh, it was short and sweet. Oh, where'd you get one? Driving in outer space screensaver. I like these.
Getting that from YouTube.
These are so relaxing to watch. You want to relax, come home from work, had a stressful day. These are beautiful. This is some beautiful music. Nice drive. Beautiful solar system. Oh, wouldn't it be nice? I usually thought basically in the year we're at right now that we would have this capability, but nah. You ever watched the Jetsons? Actually, not everything is off on the Jetsons. If you look at it compared to what we have now to them, we do have moving sidewalks, but that's only in the airport. We don't have flying cars. Yeah. I think the people that are impacted the most in the digital age we're at now, like right now for us, it's like, man, been there, done that. Every time we see something pop up, it's a little bit of ooh, ah, but it's not really anything like impressive, you know what I mean? I think people really got impressed the most. There were people that, and right around the time where people were just inventing stuff, you know what I mean? They're inventing things like the washer and dryer and lighting for your home and actual plumbing and all that stuff. You know, having a telephone in your house, stuff like that. That was basically, I think, the era where people were really amazed by inventions at that particular time. My mother was born in 1936. When she grew up, they didn't even have a TV. There was no such thing as a TV. They had radio. They had an RCA radio with the tubes in the back. She would listen to Flash Gordon. You know, that's what she was. And she remembered getting the first black and white TV set, first color TV set, and, you know, all that stuff. Those are the ones that actually really get to enjoy the technology we have now. Us, we've seen too much of it. We're like, been there, done that. We got to keep trying to just do better, keep striving to do better. But those particular individuals, man, they've seen the past and they've seen the future. That's why I envy them. Now, I was born in '68. I got a chance with record players and freaking 8-tracks. From 8-tracks, went to cassette players. And no, you had reel-to-reel. I forgot about the reel-to-reel players. So it's right there. I got one in the closet. And then you got your from the 8-track was basically came out from the cassette player. And then everything got to a point now it became CD. And then from CD, everything went to download. Look, here we go. There's the businessman right there. Hey, what's up? You got the seat? You got the seat? It's yours. Take a seat. It's yours. The businessman. Show me your. You ain't gonna show him that tie? There you go. Show me your tie in the window, boss and commands. Yeah. Yep, they got a chance to see the future. We really didn't get a chance to see it. I remember my mom was growing up. They talked about things that were going to happen in the future. You ever go back and watch like documentaries from kids that basically were trying to talk about what the future was going to be like in 2022 or in 2019, the year 2000. Literally in 2000, everybody thought we were going to have flying cars. But when my mom was coming up and they had the World's Fair, they talked about a machine that you can stick food into and you can cook it really, really fast. Microwave. He likes this. He likes it when the projector's on. Your tie is crooked again. In hard business meeting, I gotta fix the tie, man. It's driving me crazy. Oh well, come on. This is where he likes to lay at. Turn the projector on, and he'll lay right there. I don't want to. There we go. There's your tie. There's the businessman right there, Sir Taco. You want the fish? 4K fish demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
He likes these right here.
¿Qué hace al béisbol aún mejor? ¿Más acción, Shohei? El juego ha cambiado y los fans están diciendo, oh yeah.
Alitas deshuesadas a 70.
It ain't coming out fast enough. I got you, Taco. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Taco. This is my cat. This is my blessing right here. For those you don't know about Mr. Taco's story, Taco chose me. I didn't choose Taco, right? Right in COVID, Taco walked right into my house. I was talking to a mail lady, sat in the middle floor, belted out a meow, and I said, well, you're staying. And he's been with me ever since. So right around the time in COVID, I was going through some bad situations, a lot of depression I was suffering from, and just needed someone there. And the Lord blessed me with Mr. Taco. Say hello. Camera shy today? Whatever. Taco has his own screen paint coming out. Can't wait. I told you, proceeds from Taco's product is going to help SPCA. Isn't that right, Mr. Taco? All right, people, as you can see, our CEO is here and he's inspecting the screen, and I have to go because we have paperwork to do. As a matter of fact, we're doing a demonstration next on the glass because I want to do some artwork, live visual artworks, and we'll do some projecting mapping off of it. That's the beautiful thing, too, about that technology. It is going to have the ability to be able to match a TV. It's definitely going to happen. But cool things you can do with it, like I said, projector mapping applications or stuff like that, we're going to be able to do off it. You know, it's going to be pretty cool. So I can't wait to get that launched. Look at you, you projector kitty. Rawr. All right. A minute. Your tie, man. Your tie. Let me see. Is this? I can get 2 fingers in there. Okay, good. You always check. You put 2 fingers. Get 2 fingers under the collar. You know it's great. Look at you. Give me. Look at the tie. Look at you. Look at the business. Look at that stare in his eye. That's determination. Determination to get the job done. That's what I love about Taco. All right, people. Gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless. Taco. Ah, there you go. It says goodbye. Mr. Taco. All